Ralf Rangnick, the next Manchester United manager, has just said the following about Luke Shaw.
I also think that they could do with a left back. I know they have Luke Shaw, but I'm not so sure if he's still on the same kind of level that you need to be for a club like Manchester United.
Ouch, that must hurt. Your next manager, your future boss, thinks that you are... What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Yeah?
Poisoning your body with that shite.
Yeah, that's the word. Now, before I carry on, I just want to say that I have my first subscriber. I totally did. Yesterday, I had my first subscriber. So, you know who you are, bro. It's just you and me in this joint. So I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and thank you for subscribing. All right, let's get going. So, you can interpret what Ralf Rangnick said about Luke Shaw in two ways. Either Luke does not have a future at Manchester United, or Ralf Rangnick is actually going to get the best out of him. I think it's actually a mixture of both. I personally think that Luke Shaw is going to have to fight for his place because Ralf Rangnick might just prefer Alex Telles as his first choice left back. So let's see why. First, let's start by comparing both Luke Shaw and Alex Telles during the past few seasons. Luke from 2014 all the way to this season, and Alex Telles by analyzing his time at Porto from 2016 to this season. So, in 201 appearances, Luke Shaw has 3 goals and 19 assists, while Alex Telles in 195 appearances has 26 goals and 58 assists. Let me repeat that. 26 goals and 58 assists in 195 games. 26 goals and 58 assists as a left back. I'm sorry, but those are playmaker numbers. Now, these numbers clearly show which one is the better left back. Especially what Ralf Rangnick means by a club like Manchester United is a club that is expected to dominate, to attack. And so Alex Telles' attacking output is much better than Luke Shaw. Now, you may argue that Luke Shaw plays in the Premier League, a much tougher league than Liga NOS in Portugal, but I'm sorry, with those numbers, you can't use that argument, because even playing in the Uzbek League, with all due respect to Uzbekistan, right? You are not gonna get those numbers. Those numbers don't come from right backs or left backs. Okay, so this shows that Alex Telles is an opportunistic left back, someone who does his defensive work and then he marauds, and all of a sudden he just pops in with a goal or an assist, just like his goal against Villarreal, for example. Also, add in the fact that he is a much more reliable set-piece taker. Now, if you didn't watch my video about the ways Ralf Rangnick is going to revolutionize Manchester United, I have no idea why you wouldn't watch that video, so check it out. But he talks about how 30% of the goals scored or conceded come from set pieces. So 30% of training should be focused on set pieces. And I think Alex Telles would be a much more reliable set piece taker than Luke Shaw is. Why is Luke Shaw taking corners when Alex Telles has 26 goals and 58 assists just in his time at Porto? So I think that Ralf Rangnick is actually going to relish working with Alex Telles and vice versa, while I think Luke Shaw is going to be relegated to a second spot, someone who has to fight for his starting spot rather than someone who is guaranteed a starting spot. And that's great for Manchester United, because that gives us 2 international level left backs fighting tooth and nail, especially on a World Cup here, to get their starting position at Manchester United. I think that left side will be on fire. Also, in another interview, an interview with Red Bull, which was not a video, it was an article, so I don't know how to share it, but I remember Ralf Rangnick talking about street footballers, and he talked about how street footballers and street football habits should not be eradicated from professional football, but rather incorporated. He talks about train the brain and about how you can have street footballers that fit with the modern tactical side of the game, right? And what this does is that Alex Telles, if you watch him, he's much more street football type of player than Luke Shaw is. He's much more unpredictable, got much more flair than Luke Shaw does. And I think that he could be the perfect outlet for Manchester United. You could have Sancho on the right and then Telles on the left, Who are the players who actually provide that flair and that unpredictability in order to make us even more unpredictable and add a little extravagance and eccentricity to our play, which will make our attacks much more dangerous and just watching Manchester United that much more interesting. So these are all reasons why I think that Luke Shaw is going to be the one fighting for his spot against Alex Telles. And for a long time, I've always thought, when Alex Telles was signed by Manchester United, I thought he would be a starter ahead of Luke Shaw. That didn't work. It seems that Ole favored Luke Shaw, but I don't think that's gonna last under Ralf Rangnick. Now, real quick guys, before I let you go, I'm planning on making this a series. So I already have a video on Fred, Donny van de Beek, Dalot and Anthony Elanga lined up. In the comment section down below, if there are any other players who you think are gonna thrive under Ralf Rangnick, please make sure to mention them and I will do my research on them and make videos on them. And I'll of course credit you, the one who posted the comment, for giving me the idea for it, okay? So I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button and check some of these videos right here. And I hope I'm gonna see you next time. Cheers.